January 6, 2021, supporters of former President Donald Trump demonstrated at the U.S. Capitol after Trump lost his re-election bid. Now New York City is bracing for demonstrations here if Trump is indicted in Manhattan.
NYPD is doing their normal role of making sure that there's no inappropriate actions in the city.
District Attorney Alvin Bragg convened a grand jury to consider hush money payments made on the president's behalf. An indictment could come any day now. On his social media platform, Truth Social, former President Trump called on supporters to protest and to, quote, take our nation back.
There are so many locations that they could have a protest, and moving those assets within the police department would be a challenge. So they're trying to find out, I imagine, where these protests are being organized.
John Jay College professor Brian Higgins is a former chief of Bergen County Police. He has extensive experience in large event planning and crowd management.
It really began during the summer of 2020, was these, call them pop-up violent protests. And we learned later on that some of the material that was used to protest, to break windows, was pre-deployed. So I'm sure the police department is looking for any indication that equipment's being pre-deployed and any indication of violence.
A peaceful protest will be held Monday evening outside the Manhattan DA's office in support of the former president. The gathering was organized by the New York Young Republican Club. And over the weekend, former Vice President Mike Pence weighed in on the calls for protest, calling for calm.
The American people have every right to peaceably assemble and to let their voice be heard. But that being said, there can be no tolerance for the kind of violence that we saw on January 6th.